Don't give me a kiss. We started. I'm recording already. So upgrading the right material, the right character. Gold and silver promotion credits are some of the most scarcest material in Marvel Strike Force. So choosing the right characters to upgrade is very important. I see what you're doing there. So in this video, we are talking about the best characters to use your promotion credits on it. OMG, you were excited about this. I know. If you guys are ready to see who are the best characters to use your promo credits on, don't poke me there. Find that like button and OMG, tell them what to do.
Let's go smush it.
Yes.
ValleyFlyin.
Oh, what is up, Valley Maniacs? I am ValleyFlyin. As you can see, we're having a lot of fun in the studio today. Welcome to the studio. How have you been?
This is the fanciest thing I've ever seen in my life. I mean, look at the reflections. Oh my God.
It's fun. Yeah, it's fun. We're going to talk about something serious today.
I've met you in real life before, and I have to, even though we're here side by side right now, this doesn't do justice to actually meeting you in real life. You're quite a handsome man.
Oh, and I got to say the same about you, my friend.
And you're my friend. You're 6'3". You're jacked. You're a wall.
Well, there are some characters in Marvel Strike Force that you probably want to get jacked. And in this video, we're talking about my picks for the top characters that you should upgrade with promotion credits. Gold, silver, whatever. These are the characters that are going to give you the most bang for your buck. Now, a couple disclaimers here. If you don't have the gold stars on these characters, you're going to see zero immediate benefit from upgrading these characters. So keep that in mind. It may be worth it if you never see these characters pop up in that supply store, that Red Star promotion credit store. So there may be a little benefit down the road, but immediate benefit, nothing. So don't use it unless you know what you're doing. Also, usage is going to trump everything in this list. If you're using these characters a lot, you're going to have a lot more value than what I see in this list. And if you're not using any of these characters on this list, you're probably going to see less value. So with that said, there's one character that's probably the best to upgrade in with silver and gold promotion credits, but he's not in the store yet. So Silver Surfer. What are your thoughts on Silver Surfer before we get to the list?
Silver Surfer, best character in the game. There's absolutely no resource whatsoever being wasted on him at any point. Any T4 you put on into him is good use. Any ISO you put on him is to good use. And when gold and silver promotion credits are available on him, it's going to be a no-brainer auto do, in my opinion.
I agree with you. All right. Are you ready for the list?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's go. First character coming in at number 5 on this list is, boom, White Tiger. Very, very valuable member of the Shadowland, the important Shadowland team. You could argue this is the most important character as far as stats. This opening move, her special right here, does so much damage. 140% piercing, you're attacking 3 times, heal block, and in war, you're getting ability to block for 2 turns as well. What are your thoughts on White Tiger, and would you use any silver and gold promotion credits on White Tiger if you've seen her in the store?
Okay, yes, and I have not seen your list, and you've not seen my list, and I will tell you that she is on my list.
Okay.
So there's a couple things. I guess let's talk about the team, and then we'll talk about the individual characters.
Yeah.
There's a team, Shadowland's team. I believe the 2 main characters that need to be kind of thick, if you will, that would be White Tiger and Night Nurse. And the advantage to Night Nurse is that she has use outside of the team, inside of the Doom Raids and the skill nodes. And so, I think there's 2 different types of people that when we're talking to people, there's people that are doing U7 and there's people that are doing Doom Raids. If you're doing U7, maybe this doesn't matter that much, but it will someday. But but even Night Nurse, she needs to be tanky and she needs to be able to survive, but she doesn't necessarily she doesn't need the red stars like a White Tiger. Now, the problem with this team in general is that is not that useful outside of war offense. Yes, I guess RTA. It's good. RTA.
I was going to say unless you're really liking RTA. That's the 2 main.
Okay, so I mean, let's not even talk about Blitz, but we're as far as raids, only Night Nurse. We're talking about war offense, and we're talking about RTA. That being said, yes, Yes. If you want to do devastating blows on war offense, White Tiger is the place to do it. Now, I took her, I upgraded her myself from 4 to 5, so I spent the silver promotion credits to get her to 5.5. I don't know if I would go 6.6. I don't know. I think I'm on the fence on that, but going to 5, it seems to be a no-brainer to me.
Yeah, I think it depends on how much you're using this team outside of war. I don't know if there's like a huge use for this team outside of war, or if you're really valuing war, or if you're really valuing war offense a lot, and you're not getting the punch ups you want. I would do that. But if you're fully getting the punch ups you need with the Shadowland team and war offense, you might not need to go as hard on this character. But I think this is the most important character on that Shadowland team.
I took her to 14 though. I took her to 14 because the value is there. I mean, the stat boost on going to 14 is huge. I mean, you're at 13 right now, but going to 14 is huge. It's a big deal.
The reason she's at 13 is this right here, that level 71 right there. Just don't have the golden training match. There's so many characters. I mean, you pointed that out about my mutant, my Axeman, the last video we did. It's just there's a plan to get them to 14. It just sometimes the plans divert. So
my personally, and this is, I did it accidentally on Mum, where I took him to 13. But typically I stop when I get to level 12, and if I'm going to go anywhere into 12 with the gold gear, I'm going to go all the way to 14. I'm not going to halfway do it, because the stat increase going from 12 to 13 is not that much, like 5%. But going from 13 to 14 is like 50% focus and resistance. And then the other stats are like 20%, like health, damage, armor. So which doesn't happen going from gear tier 1 through 13. It happens when you go to 14. 14 is a big spike on stat boost, and the problem from going from 12 to 13 is that there's a bunch of oranges needed in there. And so I would say 14 or bust, or stop at 12.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't get as distracted as I do when I build up these characters. As far as my prioritization, why I picked White Tiger instead of Night Nurse, I think for me, using these promotion credits, the priority goes damage dealers, then healers, and tanks. So she gets a little higher bump than Night Nurse does. But
she needs it more than Night Nurse. Yeah, but it's just
I think
Night
she
Nurse.
Does,
yeah, Night Nurse has more value outside of the team in the Doom raids. There's not a lot of good skill characters. I'm afraid that she's just necessary.
I agree. All right, next character, and is on another important team. This comes with a little caveat as well, and is this guy, LONGSHOT, one part of the Dad Bros. Now, the caveat that I want to say, LONGSHOT as a standalone character is okay. He's a good character as a standalone character. When you have him on a team with Shatterstar and you're getting both of those passives going off, this is a god tier character. This is a character that I actually use the silver promotion credits to get him with the 5 red stars. What are your thoughts on LONGSHOT?
Okay, again, I haven't seen your list.
Right.
And this guy's on my list also.
Oh no!
Okay. But anyways, I haven't seen your list. I spent gold promotion credits to take him to 6 red.
Okay.
So that is a big deal. And I don't take characters to 7. I've taken one character to 7 before, and I wouldn't recommend him today. But I typically don't think any character is really worth the 7s. When you could do 6s. But yeah, this is a big deal. There's only a couple characters I've done that on, right? And currently, I think there's only 2 or 3 that I would say, these characters should go to 6. LONGSHOT's one of them.
Yeah, LONGSHOT. Now, would you upgrade LONGSHOT to 6 if you didn't have Shatterstar on the team with them, or using it just standalone?
They're the same. They're the same character. They're the same character.
They're one character that takes 2 spots on your team.
Yeah, they're one character to take 2 spots. When we talk about LONGSHOT, we're talking about paired with Shatterstar.
Yeah,
the 2 of them together have to go together. They don't work without each other. I mean, it's a 2-person. They're great. LONGSHOT technically is the better of the 2, of course, but it's really a duality right there.
Yeah, I agree. And I think I like him better because his cooldowns are a little lower on his turns, especially his special, where doing the AoE attack every other turn is just slightly better than Shatterstar. But I think you need both of them. They don't work as standalone characters. They work as a team. Are you ready for the next one?
Let's do it.
All right. Big guy Doc Ock, viable in pretty much every game mode, which is why I would confidently recommend Doc Ock. And yes, this may be a gold promotion credit character taking up to 6. What are your feelings on Doc Ock?
Okay, so I have a 5 red Doc Ock, and I am very happy with him at 5 red. Yeah, I would not. He's not on my list to take to 6.
Okay.
But if I had him at 4, I would definitely try to take him up to 5.
Yeah, I think this is definitely a good character for silver promotion credits. You need at least 5, and I think depending on your usage, that's gonna determine if you go 6 or 7 on him. But I think he's a good character.
And so the value to Doc Ock is that he's kind of inherently an anti-Black Order. His kit is in 2 ways. There's 2 characters on Black Order that put offense down, Proxima and Ebony Maw, and he neuters that. And then his big AoE flip hits at the right time. It really does.
Yeah.
And it flips all those positive effects on Black Order, making them just vulnerable to be deleted in 1 turn. So he's definitely, I'm using him on defense in my arena. So I built my arena defense specifically to counter Black Order. I'm not worried about hybrids coming against, because I think any hybrid could beat any team. Yeah. But in arena, most people are running Black Order. So I built my team to give Black Order a difficult time, and Doc Ock is a part of that. Plus, he's one of the 15s for GD4 without a doubt.
Yeah, and Doom Raids and a bunch of other. He's falling off a little bit in Alliance War, but very strong in Arena, very strong in Doom Raids, and especially Dark Dimension. So I like him.
I tell you this: if tomorrow I opened a 6 red or 7 red out of an orb, I would be thrilled. But
I would as well.
But I want to take him to 6 red with silver promotion credits or gold promotion credits? I don't feel the same way about him as I do LONGSHOT.
Gotcha. I see the reason that I value him a little more is just usage. LONGSHOT, I think, is the better character. I think he's more valuable in many game modes, although I'm seeing LONGSHOT as a counter in other game modes as well. So I guess it's a flip of a coin. I guess I think you definitely need to get him up to 5, but
I don't think it's a bad choice at all. Come on, I mean, it's Doc Ock's
amazing. It's the order. I mean, he's definitely top 5 in my opinion. We're arguing the order at this point. But,
no, we're ticky tack on this. He's really good. He's really good. Like if you love him, take him to 6. And I don't think any character right now is worth 7. It's just hard. It's hard. It's hard to take a character 7 when you can spend 100 to take 1 to 6 or 150 to take 1 to 7. Well, I rather have 3 6s than 2 7s. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess now. I mean, back in the day, Thanos was really good option for that 7. Now the Black Order's falling off. Not really an option anymore.
I got value. So I took Thanos to 7 and I got value, but that was 6 months ago. And today I think I would be happy with him at 6.
Yeah, I mean, I've gotten the value for those gold promotion credits I put in Thanos, but I don't think I would recommend that anymore. All right, next character that is on the list, and you could argue this character belongs in the #1 spot. It is this guy, Bishop, part of the Axeman. This is another character I spent some silver promotion credits on to get him to 6 gold, to 6 red stars. If I had the gold stars on him, this is a character I probably would use gold promotion credits on as well. So Bishop, very strong, one of the best damage dealers in the game. Now, another caveat. He's not as good standalone. You need Jubilee with him to really see that value of Bishop. So there's a little bit of synergy that you need with Bishop. But if he's on a team with Jubilee's pretty strong. Bishop, red stars really help him. What are your thoughts on Bishop?
Well, our videos are going to be different, but I have not seen your list, and he is on my list as well.
Okay. Well, your video is going to include some characters that you said do not recommend as well. So it's not
we're
just
going to talk about that. But here's so I was fortunate enough to pull a 6 red Bishop. But I would not,
lucky dog.
Yeah, but I would not flinch to pull the trigger and take this guy to 6 also. And probably the top 2 on my list currently in the current the state of the game probably are Bishop and LONGSHOT. Now, I think some of that has to do with like if you're running U7.5, I think the value of X-Men, Astonishing X-Men, is Axemen is quite a bit higher than people that are doing Doom. But and the other thing too is like I'm running Gamma raids, and I think it's Gamma, and I'm in that Cosmic Global lane. And you know, when you get Cosmic and Global, you can run a full Astonishing X-Men. But then when you go into the Global lane, you have to pull Bishop off because he's Cosmic, right?
Yeah.
And the team just doesn't have enough damage.
And Emma in that spot is
not in
really good.
Not in 4.3. 4.3, I time out on some of them.
Oh, I'm Bishop. Bishop is there with the combined lanes, and I'm in that global lane. Emma destroys that whole middle lane.
Oh,
Emma and the rest of the X-Men.
4.3, I have a problem at some point timing it. Yeah, timing out. Where I just don't feel like I have enough damage.
Groot's a problem. I've timed out of notes because he kept coming back to life over and over and over again.
No, and so the reason why I bring this up is that the importance of Bishop and Bishop being at high red stars is very obvious. So like when I went from 5 red to 6 red, some of those mutant lanes in the mutant lanes in the Doom raid just went. I was timing out before. That didn't happen. Bishop bangs. He smacks. Dude,
Bishop smashes.
He slaps. He smashes. Oh my god.
Smash, baby.
Yeah. No. So I wouldn't hesitate to spend 100 gold promotion credits on Bishop if you're using him, especially in Z7.5. I think they're great. I really do think they're great. He's amazing, and he's the damage dealer on the team. And I know that the 3 strongest members on the team are Jubilee, Beast, and Bishop. And Jubilee, I'm quite happy with that 5. And I did take Jubilee into DD4 second run. So I took her to gear tier 15, and she does damage. She does some damage herself. And Beast, I think I would be happy at 5. But I do want, my plan is to take all of them to 14, and those are the only 3 the Kitty and Iceman, they're probably going to get benched someday. If we keep going down this route of hybrids, they might get benched someday. They kind of feel like the Quake and Karnak of the team. They really do.
Yeah, I do like some of the stuff they do, but I feel they can be replaced by other characters. Yeah. Lots of value, and I noticed his value right away as soon as I put that 6 star in him. That fifth. I wish it was 6 star. That 5th star. It was a big difference in how this team works. So highly recommend Bishop, especially if you're using that team.
Well, and also at lower red stars, I think you could make a case for Skirmisher. But when you get into higher red stars like 5 or 6. Switching him over to Striker is also impactful. Like, because then he gets that double tap, which it makes a difference in just wiping nerds out. I mean, he's.
Oh, I haven't looked at my initial. I haven't looked at my classes ISO 8. I set them up initially, and then I didn't go back, so I should go look at that.
No, you can make an argument for Skirmisher. You can make an argument for Striker. I think most of the high red star people are preferring Striker on him.
Okay. I think I have. I do have Skirmisher right now, but I might want to go back with Striker right now. Striker, also, see how that works. Test it out.
Also, Skirmisher it may be more effective at ISO 3 and ISO 4, but if you're going ISO 5, Striker ISO 5 is, I mean, he doesn't need the focus. So there's no reason to go like Skirmisher 5, but there is a reason to go Striker 5. And if you're at ISO 3 or ISO 4, maybe Skirmishers, because he counterattacks all the time, and then he's applying vulnerable when he counterattacks. He counterattacks constantly.
I like it. He's a good character. He's really fun. All right, my last one and number 1 on the list, and this is super old school, but I think he's the most future-proof character in the game, and you know what I'm talking about when I say that. This guy, Mr. Sinister. This clone mechanic, it makes him so strong, putting more red stars into him, push more red stars into clones, and it doesn't really matter what the meta character is going to be, because Mr. Sinister is going to be cloning for a while, so he's going to be very relevant. So this is a character that was recommended way back in the day when we did this list. He's still number 1 on my list because of that clone mechanic. How are you feeling on Mr. Sinister? Has your opinion on him dropped a little bit?
It has. And not because of what you said, though, for a different reason. So first of all, going to 15, he's a superstar in the first 6 nodes of DD4, along with Ghost. Pretty much those two carry the first 6 nodes. I mean, the other characters you take into the first 6 nodes of DD4 almost don't matter at all.
Yeah.
I mean, it really comes down to Mr. Sinister and Ghost if you choose to take those 2 characters. Yes, he definitely is useful. He's definitely better at high red stars. The problem that I'm having with Mr. Now, so the question is, if I had Mr. Sinister at 5 red today, would I take him to 6 red? I'm not sure. And the reason why I'm not, I definitely glad that I took him to 6 red a year ago. It's been a minute, right? Has it been about a year? I've got a lot of value. The problem I'm having with Mr. Sinister is his speed. In other game modes outside of GD4, outside of defense in war, I'm finding that in RTA and arena, he's just too slow to be effective. And of course, he's one of the characters. Well, all characters are susceptible to be ability blocked, but ability block makes him pretty much useless. You know, he's dead weight if he gets ability blocked. You also could say he's one of the best healers in the game. Absolutely. I mean, it's absolutely terrifying to go up against Marauders. You know, he clones, and then the next turn he does the healing, and you're just like, oh my God, Strife's going back to full health real soon. You know what I mean? It's just like he's one of the best healers in the game. So I got a lot of value out of him at 6 red. I prefer right now the bishops and longshots to going to 6 red than Mr. Sinister. I just get more use out of them in more game modes.
See, the only argument I have against Bishop and Longshot, Bishop as a standalone character, not that good. Longshot as a standalone character, not that good. Bishop with Jubilee, one of the best characters in the game. Longshot with Shatterstar, one of the best characters in the game. I still think his clone has value, but he's getting more shortcoming. The speed meta is coming more and more prevalent, and he doesn't have the speed ability block. I don't have that happen to me very often, but maybe because I'm not using him as much. But I still think he's gonna find a place in the meta for a long time.
In RTA, the value to Mr. Sinister is if your opponent has Phoenix and then you clone Phoenix, which is amazing, right? Or whatever, Silver Surfer or Doom. I mean, it's definitely high red stars is amazing on him for sure. Like would I do 6 stars today? Probably. Yeah, probably, right? Yeah, probably.
I think I would. If I was at 5 and I'm trying to use him in arena against some of what I'm seeing in arena, I need 6. Well, I don't know if I would take him to 7, but I definitely would.
No, I wouldn't take him to 6. No, but let's say I'm running Black Order in the arena, right? And let's say because not that many people have Doom, right? Most people are running Black Order. I would choose Thanos to 6 over Mr. Sinister.
Maybe. I mean, well, here's the argument on Thanos. Good right now. Is he going to be good in 6 months? I'm pretty sure Mr. Sinister is going to be good in 6 months.
I mean, I can't imagine Black Order not being useful in war on offense for a long time. It's just they're such a good team. They're such a good team. Even if the Doom meta or some other meta comes, whether that's going to be X Factor, I don't know what the meta is going to be going forward in Arena or RTA. But I think that Black Order is the best offensive arena team, and they will be there for a long time. And I also get a ton of use. Well, anyways, that's my list.
All right.
That's my list.
Talk about your list. We'll talk about your list.
I don't know.
We got to go over to your channel to preview another.
I have entirely different stuff though, but a lot of it, most of it is. I have 11 characters that I'm going to talk about, and some of them are characters that I don't like. I'm not sure on anymore. It's just, but they're important though.
Okay. Fair enough. There's one more character that I think is really good that I didn't mention, Red Guardian. I'm not sure if I would spend, but I think he's very, very valuable. And I think, especially with this skill military rework coming in 5.3 and their value for this training mat, training mat event, the challenges that we're supposed to be getting, I think Red Guardian is going to be having more and more value, and I hope Yelena does someday as well. But that is the list. We're going to go take a look at your list over on your channel. Anything you want to tell anybody before we go?
Bishop's the best. Well, I don't know. Bishop is amazing. I'm really hyped about Bishop and Longshot. I just love using them right now. They're a lot of fun.
Yeah, I agree. They made the list. Let me know what you think, guys. If there's any characters that I didn't talk about you feel should be on this list. If you disagree with the order, let me know, guys. Let me know in the comments, and I will see you guys next time. OMG. before you give me that fist bump, brother.
Oh, let's see if we can. Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
there
That
you
looks
go.
real.
Oh,
Whoa.
fist bump.
Wow, that's the most
ValleyFlyin
realistic
and
fist
OhMG.
bump ever. Wow.
Out.
Wow, this is like super fancy. Like there's like reflection on the desk. Look at that. Look at there's like reflection. Oh my god, dude. I feel like this is oh my god. Like oh I can't. I've never oh look at that. Wow, that's great.